Oh, goddamn champagne.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here we go. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Ready? Ready. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. On the double. Here's 3rd and 7. Street. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 79 Bronco. Check go. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's over the middle. Complete to Brown. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. Ready, ready, ready.
Up the middle they go. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Ready. May to throw on 2nd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, Hey, check that. Street. Panther 11. Hut.
On 3rd and a yard, here's May. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready. Go.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Set. Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. Hut.
Here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Man in motion, it's Diggs.
Get up.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Ready.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Pats' first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go. Check, Bobcat. 18 Cardinal. Check, go.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Here's a run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
On the set.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Drake May. Touchdown, Patriots. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point, up and good. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready, shot! Report! Report! On the Ozzy, ready? Shut up!
From the gun, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Go right here. Ready, shot! You at X. You at X. Shut up!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down, sack. Second down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
180.
3rd and long.
Go. Hey, hey. 180. Ready, shot. Shut up.
Now Jackson. Now deep ball for Bateman. That is caught. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it 1st and goal inside the 5. A big play there, about as big as you can get. That is an even 80-yard play.
Shut up. What? Hey, Ozzy. Ready, shot. Shut up.
Now it's Jackson. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Shut up.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
180. Ready, shot. Alpha.
3rd and goal for Jackson. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10.
Alert! Alert!
The drive will start on the ground. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Dragon 60!
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
3rd and long.
Come on. 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
What ain't he? Middle. Hey, middle. 13. He changes. Sit up.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Hey, report. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, what is it up?
Back to throw, Jackson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So back up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Report. What is it on?
Jackson looking to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline, and that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll begin here on the ground. Second and a yard. Now a give up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Ready, set.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Set. Seven Pirates. Hut, hut.
They'll go play action with May. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to have the first down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues. Handoff here, up the middle, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41.
19 tight, 19, Buffalo 18, go!
They'll stay on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Hut.
From out of the gun, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Check smash.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Ready. Go, Chap. Ready.
On play action, here's May. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Come on, set! Trap 60! Hurt! Ready?
On second down, it's May. That's left side, caught by Musgrave.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Okay, break.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready?
Go right back to Musgrave. He's got it again. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run the sneak. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Stevenson. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Warriors 70, 18, Pioneer, Cup 19,
To
Go!
throw is May. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, New England.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. They'll return this from the 11. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready, hot. On the eye, you ready? Go right here. Get hot.
Here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
That's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd
You
and 10.
You go. Hey. 180. Ready, shot. Shot.
Jackson now. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Patriots will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Set up. Hey, smash Bronco. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 79 Bronco. Ready?
Throwing now is May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10.
On one, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
180.
Catch made there, left side by Walker. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Set out.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Alpha, Alpha, set out. 180. Ready, shot. Middle, middle. Hey, middle, middle, middle. Go. Hey, middle, middle, middle. Set out.
To throw is Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
13, 13. 180. You change it. You. Set up.
Jackson up top again. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Hey, hey. Set up.
Again, it's Jackson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Set up.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Set up.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Patriots. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
DC, ready? No, we changed it. 180. Ready, shot. Report, report. Get out.
On first and 10, Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Report, report.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
On the Ozzy, ready? Hey, hey. Go right here. Get out.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Nice job initially by the quarterback. He feels that immediate pressure, and he's able to escape the pocket. Now, you're You're hoping somebody uncovers. One of your targets becomes free, but became pretty clear that he wasn't going to be able to have anybody to deliver the ball to, and does the right thing by getting rid of it.
You are X. Right on it.
Third and short, Jackson. That's caught by Walker. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Jackson now to throw on first down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Go.
Second down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
BC, right? Let's go, let's go.
Here's 3rd and 7. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long.
Go.
They bring the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Raven first down. Tight end on the move left. A first down throw for Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Hey.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. The motion man here is Mitchell. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. The motion man here is Mitchell. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will score. Game on. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
That is quickly out to Diggs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
On the ready.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Lion. Hey, check that. Street. Check go.
A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Ready? Check, Bobcat. Dragon 60. Ready?
Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Hot. 180. What a shot. What a shot. Yo.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Hot. He changes. What a shot.
Tight end motioning left.
Shot.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Hey, middle.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Important moment here. Third down
13.
and 4.
You change it. You. Hey, report. Sit on.
In motion comes Walker.
What is it? Hey, Ozzy, sit on.
Jackson from the gun on third down. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
Let's go. Ready, shot. Hey.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Yo. Sit hot.
Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Here's second down.
180. You. Hey, report. Sit up.
Here's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Report. 180. Ready, shot. Sit on.
Throwing right. It's taken in.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Homework ready?
2nd and goal.
Go right here. You at X. Sit out.
Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the plane. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short.
Homework ready?
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches.
On the Ozzy, ready? Hey, Ozzy! Shut up! 13. Shut up!
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Ready!
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20.
Come on, set!
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit hot! 180! Ready, shot! Hey! Sit hot!
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
180! 180! Ready, shot! Alpha!
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Sit up!
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Ready, shot!
Back to throw, Jackson. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
On the Ozzy, ready? Go right here. You at X. You at X. Go. Run that shit off.
Jackson now on second down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Hey, hey. 180. What a shot. Let's go. What a shot. Thirteen.
Now Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
180. You at X.
On the option, they give it to Henry. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line.
Hot.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Yo. 180. What a shot.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner. After this, here's a 2nd and 6.
What a shot.
In motion comes Walker.
Middle. Hey, middle. On the Ozzy, ready? Touch.
Throwing Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So often, Mike, we see some of the biggest explosive plays in the passing game come from the quarterback extending the play outside of the pocket. Really nice job here by the coverage. They remain sticky on their receivers, nowhere to go with the ball, and all he's able to do is throw this one away.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Here comes 3rd and 6.
180. What is it on? He changes. You. Hey, report. Shut up.
Now it's Jackson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
On, ready? Hey, middle. Get on.
On the handoff, it's Henry. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal.
On the quick.
2nd and goal.
Ready, get on. Hey, Ozzy, get on. 13. Sit
They'll
on!
put one of the tight ends in motion.
Go ahead.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
Ready! No, we changed it.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Now here's 2nd and goal.
180. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Ready, shot. 180. Report. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
180. Ready, shot. Sit up.
3rd and goal for Jackson. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.